If you actually want to get rich, the last thing that you should do is start buying rental properties. And the reason that I say that is because rental properties are a huge distraction. You want to get rich, you want to actually get a ton of money, stay in one lane. Focus on growing your wholesale business. Focus on growing your flipping business and laser in on that. If you really laser in on those two things, you're going to have a bunch of money and then buy a bunch of rentals. Once you have a money problem, that's when you want to start buying a bunch of rentals, okay? But let me tell you something. Newsflash. Rentals are not going to pay you anything. Rentals cost money, my brother. I promise you. Do you know how many friends I have that have hundreds of units? And I promise you, they are not touching the cash flow on these units. Some of them that have had these rentals for a very long time, they're super stabilized. They've got hundreds of rentals. Okay, yeah, they're touching the cash flow. Some immigrants that I know that are just like full cash, very stable rentals that they've had a tenants for a long time and there's no mortgage whatsoever because they bought it cash. Yeah, they're touching some of the cash flow. But I know and you know that's not going to be a situation, my boy, so don't do it, okay? There's a lot of people that'll say, oh, if you're fixing and flipping, or if you're wholesaling, you should keep one out of every 3 deals, or keep one out of every 4 deals, or blah, 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 blah. They don't live your life. They don't feed your family. They don't live as you. You live as you. They don't know what you're trying to do. And a lot of people, when you're wholesaling, and a lot of people, when you're fixing and flipping, will tell you, oh man, you should keep some of these rentals. You should keep some of these rentals. You shouldn't, my boy. I promise you, don't keep any of those rentals. Don't do it. You don't need any rentals. It's going to be a headache and it's going to slow you down. I can promise you that. There are so many ways to win in this real estate business, and the people that fail are the people that try to do too much at once. Okay? Instead, shut up, lock in on one thing, and make it really, really good, really, really, really predictable, and create it into a printing press where it is printing you a bunch of money and it's consistent and you can count on it, okay? And once you do that and you do it well and you start having a surplus, maybe you should start getting a bunch of rentals. Maybe you should then add another thing to your juggling act, okay? But if your wholesale business isn't fully locked in, or your flipping business is not fully locked in to where you want it to be, why on earth would you add a distraction, okay? 1 rental is going to do nothing for you. 2 rentals is going to do nothing for you. 10 rentals is going to do nothing for you unless you just got a perfect deal on all of them, which you didn't. It doesn't really work that way. And everything goes perfect, but it's not going to happen. You have 10 rentals, probably at least 3 of them are going to shit the bed. You're going to have a ton of chaos, and none of these are going to pay you anything. Like, yeah, sure, it's good for your net worth in theory, but unless you're selling them, that it's only in theory. It's an imaginary number. So you're going to do something for something imaginary? That sounds insane. Wait, be patient, okay? This business is a marathon, not a sprint, okay? Do you want it right now, or do you want it every day? I want it every day. That's what I want. What do you want, okay? If you rush this, I promise it'll bite you in the butt. Don't rush anything. That's the last thing that you want to do. It really is a marathon, okay? So if you're trying to grow your wholesale business, if you're trying to grow your flipping business, brother, wait, okay? If you are not making 20 racks a month spendable, so really like 30, 35 racks a month in profit, then you pay the taxes. Bro, if you're not making 20 grand a month spendable, slow down. You don't need any rentals. You need to focus on your shit. Focus on yourself. Because, man, if you have these rentals but you have no real, actual good income that you can count on, as soon as one thing goes wrong with these rentals, you're cooked. As soon as you get a couple squatters, you're cooked. You're going to be going out of pocket, putting them into in your rental business, and it's not going to work well. I promise you that. Don't do it. You're going to be too stressed and too leveraged, and it's going to take so much of your bandwidth when your bandwidth should really just be getting deals, flipping the shit out of them, getting a pocket full of cash. That's really, really what it should be. So if you really want to make a lot of money, and if you believe in yourself, and if you want to have a ton of rental units, don't start buying rental units too quick. A lot of idiots will try to push you to do it before you're ready. Don't listen to them. I promise you. And the reason I know this is because all of my smartest, most wealthy friends, every single one of them agrees with me on this. I didn't realize this myself. If I didn't have them in my corner saying, Nikki, don't do that, that's super stupid, I probably would have mistakenly gotten some rentals and I would have been biting myself in the ass about it. But instead, I actually listened to people, and across the board, my 5 richest friends, they all have said the exact same thing. Wait until your shit is settled, then and your business is where you want it to be at, and then start buying them rentals, because you won't make any money on the rentals. It is such a long game. It's like a 20-year, 30-year game. Don't distract yourself for that. That's crazy. Build a real business. And if you have a real business and a real printing press, you can get rentals if you want. You can get anything if you want, because you set up for it. Okay? So, if you like this video, like it. Oh, what are you going to do? Subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to I am already monetized. I was saying I'm trying to monetize for a while. I'm already monetized, baby, but I'm trying to get more money on this. Trying to have my YouTube checks be fatter. So help me with the algorithm. Comment below. Let's go.